our president was addressing the nation.
Yeah, wekhuluma nathi bethini.
I didn't even see it because there was no noise around it.
If you have not applied or received approval to vote on another voting station, you will not be able to vote at any other voting station than the one you are registered at.
Siya Kolisi's was it resume? I mfana.
Is it brand ambassador?
Why yonke into? Maybe brand ambassador ye France, brand ambassador South Africa, brand
Namibia.
ambassador Nike, Adidas at the same time. Pirates played against Supersport. The game ended as a draw, 1-1.
These 5 people have been apprehended as taxi-related protests continue in Mthatha.
The biggest word that's showing up is ANC, meaning that it's the largest contributor to the negative sentiment.
Skipper.
Zooms. Easy like a Sunday morning.
Like a Sunday morning. On a Monday afternoon.
On a Monday afternoon.
So I had a wholesome weekend.
Is it?
Yeah. The highlight was I was in Soweto. Saturday playing golf, which was actually dope.
Nice.
The ANC rally was happening, but I didn't come across it, which was also good.
That was happening in Orlando.
FNB Stadium,
FNB
which
Stadium.
the ANC is bragging about that they filled it up.
Oh, wow. They paid people to show up.
What, did they give them T-shirts, you think?
As per usual.
As per usual.
Yeah, as per usual. They probably even gave them a can le fish.
Probably.
Yeah.
Since it's actually been said it's a good staple food, they said. I promise you, it was in the study somewhere.
Bro, you know these guys. They always do such. They'll have a study. Out of nowhere, there's now a study. So if fish is good for you. But Bonabadlama semen.
Hey,
but Utito is living, eh?
He is.
Yeah, Utito is eating pilchards.
But yeah, he doesn't cook it properly, bro.
But I think that's subjective, right? For him, it tastes nice.
We don't
For him, it works. That's why he keeps doing it the same way.
True, yeah. And
we understand.
He's diligent.
Everyone has their own taste buds. It just depends. Awakagu level 1, 2, 7, what.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And then, I played golf on Saturday, La
Nice.
Payana. And then what did you do on Saturday?
Ooh, Saturday we had a braai.
Yes.
Dope braai, family, friends. Amazing.
Unfortunately, I couldn't make it. Out there in the field, playing some golf, and then had to go work. But yeah.
Yeah, and then Sunday, Vele Saba place at church, eh?
Yeah,
the Spaza boys were at church.
We're at church, yeah. Besayocela ama blessings.
Yeah,
ama blessings ahamba nama views. Otherwise, what else is happening, Bijam?
Hey, apparently Zolo, our president was addressing the nation.
Yeah, we're cool man to betin.
I didn't even see it because there was no noise around it.
Apparently, it was a sudden thing, actually. And I'm hearing Uguti, a lot of the other parties are complaining that he was campaigning for the ANC, basically.
Using a national platform.
Yeah, he called it a national address, but...
Via.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. It was quite a shocking thing, but we do know that this has to be a stint because a State of the Nation address doesn't... I mean, what state are we in? Unless, some people obviously are saying, hey, he's saying go vote.
Yeah, so I did read a summarized version of what he was talking about, and 2 things. I think bega address alamapila was signed.
Okay.
Right, which one is the one that we spoke about the last time? The second
NHI
one.
bill.
Yeah, the NHI bill. The other one, I'm not too sure which one it is. And the last thing, he also touched on voting day. So I think he addressed Uguti Monday and Tuesday will be days for special voting.
Yes.
And then Wednesday, that's the national voting day for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be interesting. So should we just talk about voting day and voting week right now, since it's also part of the stats?
Yeah,
part of the information. Okay, so I mean...
Who are you voting for?
If I had to tell you that, they would actually... I think it's a crime to do that. I don't know if it's a crime.
I don't think it's a crime. But for me to ask you, that is a crime, not you telling me.
Okay, fair enough, yeah. Election day was on a Wednesday, the 29th of May.
Yeah.
And this is...
Ikati.
I'm going to tell you about the times now. You need to vote at the voting station. You need to vote at the voting station serving the voting district in which you are registered to vote. So here you need to find what basically means is you need to vote at the
where you register.
Where you register to vote at your district.
Yeah.
And where do you check if you register to vote? You can check this on the voter registration status. So I think just make sure that you check this out on the what's this?
IEC.
IEC website. Yeah. Otherwise, you can SMS your ID number to 32810, and then it'll just yeah.
Yahoo boys intercept.
Yeah. I mean, look, guys, I'm reading this from the dailymaverick.co.za article, so this is some useful information.
Okay.
I saw some people were having problems actually finding out, like, if I move out of the city, where do I vote? And this information is here. So, what time do the voting stations open? From 7 till 9.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's still a long day.
Yeah.
It's a long day.
Guys, we must go early, please, because I like going at night. I want it to be free late.
Yeah. I think generally, the rest of everybody always goes during the day. Even every time we see pictures of voting day, it's always packed during the day.
Yeah.
People are being blasted by the sun.
Yeah. So no, it's normally during the day because they want to show off the thumb. Right? You can't take pictures of it.
Oh yeah,
unless if you have the latest.
Of course, if
the latest,
the latest thumb.
The latest phone.
Oh, the latest to take the picture of the thumb.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Because VGA called Ramshan.
I called Ramshan.
BlackBerry called.
And then is election day a public holiday? There is no rule that it is actually a public holiday, but President Cyril Ramaphosa has, in terms of Section 82A in the Public Act of blah 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 blah, proclaimed that day of the election May will be a public holiday. And no disrespect to all the acts, but it's quite a long act. I don't think any of us care about it. And then can you vote if you are in another town or province on an election day? You may vote outside of your voting district in country if you notified the Electoral Commission. So you need to tell the IEC before, and you need to have done this by the 17th of May. So if you hadn't done that by now, it's too late. If you have not applied or received approval to vote on another voting station, you will not be able to vote at any other voting station than the one you are registered at. So this is important, guys. You have to go to the station that you voted at, because otherwise they'll just turn you around, and you might have complaints saying people are turning you around, but the rule is the rule, right?
Yeah. I think if you are visiting your boyfriend, go back home and vote.
Yeah, go back
and home and vote. You can't be sitting there in Arties or in Midrand.
And guys, you make sure that you take your green ID book. They will not be taking your driver's license. If you do not have that, make sure you get a temporary ID before Wednesday. So make sure you do all of these things before that. And then the other thing, Libs, is like somebody was saying on Twitter, don't turn around. Like, it's gonna be busy on the day. Like, there's guaranteed there's gonna be lines. That's why it's a public holiday. They've given us a whole free day to do what we want to do. So don't turn around.
I can't stand in line. I'm
going back home. Yeah,
okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it's voting day. Your vote counts, and this is an important day. So. Yeah, I'm a first-time voter, by the way. Don't judge me, guys, but that's why I'm advocating it so much. And of course, there's plenty other reasons why I'm doing this. But that's the information
that's good information, Zooms, especially Lego to the Massen 10 bag, because a lot of us treat it as a public holiday and we start just drinking
and doing our own things.
You understand?
Oh, yeah.
So you say Brian manje. Auna thumbs up.
Go to the entrance.
Go to the entrance. No. Yeah. So calo vote, and then you can go do your things. Because much as you tag you and then you vote for the wrong party.
That's some information on voting day. Make sure, guys, you cast your vote out there. It's really important. Every youth, everybody. But let's also quickly jump on, before we just spend too much time on all of these topics, the BOSA advert. BOSA, or is it BOSA?
It's BOSA. Because that's short for Build One South Africa.
Okay, Build One South Africa advert with Muslim money.
Crazy. Like, it's so serious in the beginning. I remember you shared the ad with me. You were like, Libs, you need to see this thing.
Yeah.
Vanna, I was so focused. I'm like, damn. Oh, damn, it hits different. Homie was serious. He had to. He had to. He just had to.
At the end, yeah.
He had to leave us with something as Zokumbula le advert guy. And for me, that's brilliant advertising, right?
Yeah, so I mean, look, we definitely giving that our advert of the week. So we've just given you, we're just giving that away. That's our advert of the week already.
We don't want to give it away. That's why I don't want to talk about the ending. Okay. Just watch it.
Okay,
just watch it.
Definitely watch it. It's dope. And then I want to share something. Siya Kolisi joined Supersport TV as an official brand ambassador. So that's also some amazing news.
Siya Kolisi's resume.
He's a brand ambassador.
Why into? Maybe brand ambassador France, brand ambassador South Africa, brand ambassador Nike, Adidas at the same time.
I mean, Siya can command that.
Man, it's Siya.
It's Siya.
It's Madiba.
It's Madiba, basically.
Come on, man.
You can't go wrong.
You cannot.
Yeah, shout out to Siya, a new ambassador of Supersport TV. And then the other thing, Benjamin, 21 day photo challenge.
Those pictures, bro.
Yeah.
People have some amazing pictures in their library. Abanya, they have some mad skills. Their skills are impressive. My favorite day last week was actually food.
Hey.
Mvana, I was hungry.
The whole day.
And the whole day, I'm like, juicy.
Every single one of them.
Man.
You actually wanted to ask the address for where they're selling that food. But guys, the photos are looking absolutely amazing. From me to you, shout out for participating in the challenge. If you haven't participated, make sure you participate. I think we've got about 6 days left now.
Yeah, it's a couple more days left. Dinner on Saturday.
On the 1st of June.
Is it it's the 2nd of June on
2nd
Sunday.
Of June, 2nd of June on Sunday. So make sure you can still participate. I'm seeing a lot of new people coming in, also participating, starting out. It's a 21-day photo challenge. And how to join is you make sure you use the hashtag 21-day photo challenge SA on Twitter, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. And make sure you follow at Color Spaces ZA on Twitter and on Instagram, and you'll find more information about it.
And Site on the Monday, I think it's what's the Monday? Is it the 3rd?
What date?
Yeah. Is it the 3rd? June.
It has to be the 3rd. Let me just check again. Yeah.
I think it's the 3rd. That's
when Monday's the 3rd. Yeah,
Monday is the 3rd of June. That's when we're gonna announce our winner, right?
Yeah.
And the prize is a surprise.
The prize is a surprise, and we'll talk about it. I think we'll have a much longer episode on this one. And then let's keep on the Ultimatum.
Ultimatum ReUnion.
The reunion.
Yeah, they dropped it on the 24th of May, which was on Friday.
So this is now, the show's done.
The show is done. This is 1 year later now. People are sharing my experiences. Some got married, some broke up on the show. It was hectic, man. It was hectic.
I'm seeing some people, they had children, some of them, or some are back together.
Yeah.
All these types of things.
Yeah, mfana. It's too much. It's too much. So
you're saying that's out now?
That's out. It dropped on Friday.
Okay.
And then I saw it trending. I think it was on the day.
Okay, we're going to see if it's in our trending topics here, but we'll let you guys know about it. The other big news is glory, Man United.
Didn't you say the trophy that they won is useless at some point?
It used to be Arsenal's favorite trophy because, it's called the Emirates FA Cup.
Yeah.
And Arsenal play
sponsored by
Emirates, and I think the stadium is called the Emirates or something like that.
Okay. For them, it was a big deal.
It used to be useless. But it's actually quite big because it shifted us
overnight.
I'll tell you why. It shifted us to European football, and then it means we can play Europa. Then Chelsea and Newcastle. I think Newcastle, in a long time, they were gonna qualify to play in Europe.
Yeah.
Now they won't play in Europe, so that's a bad thing for them. So literally, Man United winning, that means some teams wouldn't have gotten into Europe. Maybe we're doing it for the first time or second time in decades.
Oh wow!
Couldn't get it.
That's why they call you all the Red Devils.
The Red Devils. I beg
my dreams are pelile about Newcastle. They should forget about Europe.
They should forget about Europe.
They're in the UK.
They're staying in the UK.
Shame, man.
But let's bring it back home. We've got Mr. SA's the top 30.
Top 30.
What's
top
happening
30.
with that, bro? What do you scroll? And I know wifey or people will be watching, but don't worry, he's not looking at women like that. We are literally just talking about the women.
It's preparing for the show Zoom, and it just so happened to go to bad. So happened to go to they are all under 30. I think let's vote because they're encouraging people to vote on the Miss SA app. right?
When do we have to vote by anyway?
So we have to vote by the 29th. I
Of
think the
May.
votes, they close at 6 p.m. on the 29th. Same day we are voting. So while you are writing X for your whatever party, I won't give you ideas, guys. I don't want to give you all ideas, but I'm giving you all ideas. Vote for change.
There is a party called Change. Don't
Oh.
say that.
I don't even know them. I changed my mind.
Also, Tata Lekle, everybody vote for change.
Changed my mind.
The youth is saying vote for change. What's Spaza Talk? Yeah, while you are voting, make sure that you also vote for somebody in the Miss SA.
Miss
And then,
SA, yeah.
When
So-
is there a final that we can watch maybe?
So there's going to be a show that's going to be launched on SABC 3.
Okay.
It kicks off on the 29th of June, right?
Okay.
I think it's like they follow the story. I think they follow the top 10 story or something like that. So manjang into top 30, you vote, then the top 10 comes out.
Yeah.
And then that's how they're going to launch it. Ngaleyo show.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Miss SA has always been amazing. And I can't remember who our last Miss South Africa was. The last one I remember was Mashudu. Who do you remember as our last Miss SA?
I remember Mashudu. I think I remember... There's this other one that I met, man. I was at an event. You know, when I was young, I was very famous.
Well, you're important.
I was very important.
You're important now, but you were famous when you were young.
I was famous. Now I'm important. You're right.
Yes,
So I think I was at some red carpet event, and then I had something that they really liked, all of them. So everyone was coming to me. It's like I had honey.
Yeah, you know what? I think Miss SA is still a big thing, bro. So yeah, let's really vote for it. I mean, Terran.
Yes,
I
Terran.
think I remember Terran too. Yeah, let's make sure we go vote. I mean, Miss South Africa is still quite a big thing. SABC3 or whoever does the show, I hope you're watching. We would love to have them all here, the top 10.
Yeah, they can fit. Yeah.
No, one by one is fine.
Oh.
Or interview of the top of number 10, number 9 until the winner. We'll have them. We might even change chairs. Who knows? But let's get on to the DStv Prem. There's a lot happening there too. What happened over the
DStv Prem,
weekend?
I think I'll just cover the two teams that are playing a final this Saturday.
Okay.
Right? Because there's a
big
Nedbank Cup
teams.
final, the big teams
Yeah.
on the league. Hey, but
Yeah.
the Sundowns one is showing. So Sundowns is number 1, right, on the league. And I think they have like 73 points. In number
Yeah.
2 is Pirates. They on 50 something. Nigga, Sundowns lost this weekend, and I think they were playing their E team, not even B or C or D.
They were
but
probably
E.
preparing for the final.
They're preparing for the final. So they played against Cape Town City, and they lost 1-0.
Cape Town City is a decent team too.
It's decent. It's
but
decent.
I mean, it's Sundowns after all.
Yeah, they beat Sundowns. I'm sure good Manje they wanna pass through Velebabe Europe, Cape Town, because they won against Sundowns, man.
Sure.
No one beat Sundowns.
Shout out to Cape Town City.
Shut up. Hey, they're gonna send their gangs now.
Yeah.
And then they'll say I'm disrespecting them.
It's
Yeah,
Cape
bas,
Town known for having
now
gangs.
they seize Spaza Talk like how they seize the APM.
So what is it going to be called if it's no Spaza Talk?
Spaza.
Is it going to be Sis Gang? They take everything. They took that restaurant. Anyway, we hope
They are
none of that
seizing.
happened. I mean, we did that, we're joking about this, but this was in our topics at some point, I
Yeah,
think last year,
yeah.
about the Cape Town gang taking over a restaurant in Cape Town.
Cape Town, yeah, we did cover that actually. And then Pirates played against Supersport. The game ended as a draw, 1-1.
Okay.
So these two teams, I think they are disappointing. And did I tell you by default I'm now a Pirates supporter?
Hi, bro, what happened?
Hmm,
You can't do that.
Zooms, you can't question me. I'm a grown-ass man. I can make my decisions, bro.
Guys,
You almost switched from menu,
but
and I stopped you.
But I didn't go to Liverpool. You can't go to the exact opposite of opposing
So I
team.
must start way at the bottom. Maybe I
Yes,
must
go to
start with
like a team no
Jomo
one
for like
knows,
2
yeah.
years.
Cape Town City. No one cares about it.
The gangs do.
Join the gang, actually. Spaza Talk will be up, nigga.
All homes will be forced to watch Spaza Talk
Straight
in
up.
Cape Town.
More views, baby.
More views, baby.
But yeah, that's it on the DStv Prem. I mean, Lebo supports Pirates now, only because he's also obviously going to be at the stadium. And there's going to be against Sundowns. So we're going to see him, Pincham. I mean, we're going to be watching this thing live. So we're going to
Live.
see who's going to win.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
You're a Pirates fan.
In a flash. Yeah, for this game.
Okay,
I'm a
so
fan.
see Pirates.
We have to, Zooms.
Oh, can we have to?
We have to.
is it
That's
from
the
higher up?
mandate.
Is it
That's the mandate.
Guys, management has spoken. All right, let's get into the serious business of the podcast.
The numbers.
Let's get to the numbers,
Yeah.
So I'm going to kick it off. I mean, we're reporting from, these are the stats from last week, and we are reporting to you guys stats from the 20th of May until the 26th.
Yeah.
Of May. So yeah, it's very, very recent if you are listening to this. Let's get to the total mentions. It's gone down by 3%. We are now at 7.1 million mentions that happened last week. So those are tweets. And in terms of the unique authors, it went up by 7% with 134,000. And I think it's because people are coming onto social media, Twitter, especially Twitter, because they actually want to get more information about politics. There's a lot happening on there where you can find information quickly. And then let's get into the...
And people in Mthatha are probably tweeting because there's a strike. No, I'm for real, Zooms.
Oh, really?
There's shootings in Mthatha happening. Like,
Ayibo,
Mthatha is... We stand still. It's kuluma so much.
Are you serious?
Like right now, yeah. Apparently it has to do with taxi associations fighting, and then the one taxi association member got shot, and then IS Bedlele. Now the one association is what's this, in the hospital protecting one of their members because the other association might show up, right? Just to finish him off. So the nurses called the cops on the guys. Hey, these guys are here with heavy artillery. And then the cops pulled up. They seized all their guns. I think it was 9mm pistols. They seized like 32, if I'm not mistaken. So Leo Bati, what did they say? Something about the cops trying to fight with them, isn't Jalo. So now there's shootouts happening as we speak.
I'm looking at it right now. At least 5 people have been apprehended as taxi-related protests continue in Mthatha. This news is actually happening right now. Guys.
Yeah.
We're getting updates. I mean, I'm looking at a video. Police are on the streets. People are marching. And this is just 3 days before elections. So please stay safe, guys. I mean, I didn't mean to actually laugh about that, but it possibly could be that. I mean, people are out there actually tweeting about these type of things and being present in the streets.
Also on Friday, I encountered the pick it up, what's this?
Strike.
Strike.
Yeah, you told me about this
when I was in town.
Yeah.
Man, they were coming towards me. I'm like, oh my word. And what they were saying is if they find you recording them, they all imagine the mob and I take your phone and they beat you up.
Yeah. Really stay safe, guys. And this is the time when we actually should be feeling a bit safer because we're thinking there's police presence everywhere. But this is politics in South Africa, and politics in South Africa has never gone smoothly. We know that ballot papers, like there's always something going on about it. So
videos already.
Yeah, videos already going on. So stay safe, guys. Stay at home. Just try to stay safe as possible. But anyway, let's move on to the sentiment of the country. We're seeing a big shift of by 12% of the negative sentiment, which is great. So, I mean, 3 days before politics and the negative sentiment went down. And then looking at the positive, it also went down, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That is politics and the nature of politics. It went down by 5%. And then what is the negative word cloud for? What is it saying? And then the positive word cloud also.
So I'm looking at the negative, and you can also see, right? I'm not picking sides here. Like the biggest word that's showing up is ANC, meaning that it's the largest contributor to the negative sentiment, right? Mr. President is also showing up. I also see EFF. Sasco is showing up because they managed to arrest one of the shooters. He was on his way to Zimbabwe already in a bus.
Oh yeah,
and they captured homie.
Yes, I saw that actually.
Hey, homie.
And he was undocumented and all those types of things.
Undocumented homie.
Yeah, for sure. In a negative word cloud, I mean, sorry, just to cut you there. The NC is big because, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you are on the X platform, their advert is everywhere. There's an advert that they have. It's just like it's a sponsored ad and it comes up all the time. But that's in the negative word cloud. And in the positive word cloud, what's up? What's up with that?
That's sad, Zooms, because it means their share of voice is high, right? But they mustn't celebrate too soon. They might see, hey, people are talking about us above EFF, above MK. That means we're gaining traction, but it's all negativity.
It is all negative. I mean, they just had an NC rally, which they basically, we don't know if they filled up FNB Stadium, but they filled up FNB Stadium
with AI.
So we don't know what's going on. I mean, there's so much happening. But what is the positive word cloud looking like?
The positive, man, I'm seeing some positive words here, like happy birthday. We also see the president is showing up again. I guess it's yin and yang.
Yeah.
The good and the bad. Also have congratulations, Men United, and small very tiny. I
Small.
couldn't even see it. I needed a
Almost
microscope.
missed it.
Almost, bro.
But we made it, guys. We made it.
And yeah, that's the, and God loved. I see all of that.
Yeah, for sure. And then let's talk about the busiest day.
So the busiest day last week was Wednesday, right? With just over 1 million. You're looking at 1,078,000, somewhere there.
Okay.
And some of the contributing topics to that, we have arrested. So it's the Sasko guy, definitely arrested, which is good. Our president, I think it's because of the national address and also because of the campaign that they've just launched, right?
Yes.
People are sharing their views around that. But I see... Hey, Uncle is always making it on the charts. Eh?
Uncle is always making it here.
Uncle, we're talking about, for those who don't know, Cyril Zuma.
This guy.
Jacob Zuma is making it again with the MK party. I told you I saw a podcast with Jabulani, is it Jabulani Kumalo? The one that started the MK.
The founder.
Yeah, and he was trash talking Zooms because of how they are mishandling our funds with party.
I also heard Uguti, this can't be old news though, but apparently he still can't be in parliament. Like he's not. Did we talk about this last week?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Was it the Concord that passed?
Yeah, that passed it on. Yeah. So that's something that's happening right now. Then the other thing, I don't know if this clip is recent, but somebody asked him a question if he's still a member of the ANC, and he said yes, he's still a member of the ANC. But I don't think Jacob Zuma will ever not be a member of the ANC. And I say this because these guys are the veterans of the ANC.
But my G, his actions are showing us something totally different. You understand? You can't say I'm a member of this, but you want to be in opposition of it at the same time.
I mean, if you had to probably ask Julius Malema, who he's member of, he's probably still deep down in the books. He's part of the member.
Nah.
I'm telling you, the ANC is
that's not sure.
I feel like the ANC is so deep that like. It's like the NC is, guys, it's like the foundation of the country in politics for black people. All these other parties are newer.
And the old heads would disagree with you and say it's the PAC.
Oh, is it the PAC?
Yeah.
Oh, even it wasn't an MK a party, or MK was a movement.
It was the what's this?
Mkhonto Wesizwe.
Mkhonto Wesizwe was an arm ANC. I think they were more around the fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, they were the fighters.
So now, I mean, this MK is not fighting. What's happening?
We don't know. They're probably fighting. We don't see.
Shooters are shooting.
Shooters are shooting, man.
All right, man. And then what are the busiest times that we're looking at from last week?
So the busiest times have slightly changed, and I will tell you the honest truth, Mania Zooms. Uguti, 21-day photo challenge actually has a lot to do with these new numbers. You understand?
That's good to hear.
So Exeni, the highest is 11 a.m. and followed by 10 a.m.
Okay.
And when I check the 21-day photo challenge conversation, the peak when people contribute the most is 11 a.m.
Oh, wow.
So that's why I'm saying each challenge contributed quite a lot to the numbers this week. And then in the evening, we're looking at 7 p.m. followed by 8 p.m.
That is dope to hear about the 21-day photo challenge, but obviously we've spoken about it. And these times here are almost normally similar, but they change here and there. So yeah, you know exactly when to interact on the X platform if you want top engagement. Let's go on to the top trending hashtags.
Top.
Yeah, let's cover the top 5 for this week. Let's start at number 5. I mean, I'll start off at number 5. Hashtag Dstv Prem with 14,000 mentions and give me a second now. 340 million.
Nice.
Impressions. So yeah, that's the Dstv Prem. We just gave you guys the results of what's going on there. And then we've also got hashtag Kunene, which is something that we talked about last week, the Kunene and Grootman story. And hashtag Kunene has got 14,000 mentions. And give me once again, there's too many ones here. Did you notice that? 11. So it's actually 111 million impressions for the hashtag Kunene. And that is quite a big topic right now on Twitter. And the reason why it's also carrying on is because I think she had a lawyer, and the lawyer came onto Twitter and was like doing things that lawyers shouldn't do. Like,
Eish.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it was unlawly.
it was unlawful.
Unloyally.
Unlawly. Yeah, that was very unlawly.
That was unlawly, girl.
Yeah,
Don't
whatever
do that
she
no
did.
more.
And then at number 3, we've got hashtag Vote MK 2024 with 17,000 mentions and 46,000 impressions from last week. And then let's please cover the last 2 for us.
So the last 2 are very interesting, right? Because we have at number 2 we have Vote ANC 2024, right, with 19,000 mentions and 827 million impressions.
Yeah.
But that it's a bundled hashtag, so it goes hand in hand with let's do more together.
Oh yes, which was also here last week.
100%. So it's the party hashtag, and I think it's their movement hashtag. I would say movement.
Yeah.
I'll call it a movement because it's what they want to do, right? And then number one, we have hashtag Vote EFF with 20,000 mentions. Hey, Baba, double it. 20,000 mentions and 967 million impressions.
Jeez.
And it's also not alone, right? It's bundled with another hashtag, which is EFF. What is this? What?
That is Shella something. I can't remember what that is. I'll tell. What do you think it is?
Tela Tupa rally.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah, that's
they had a rally.
Tupa. Yeah, they had a rally.
Okay.
So it's
yes.
Vote EFF.
They had a rally in Polokwane.
Not Orlando Stadium.
No, they were in Polokwane this weekend. Yes.
Oh, and they didn't even fill it up.
People are saying they couldn't fill up the stadium. So yes,
it's a Peter Mokaba
Stadium.
Peter
And
Mokaba
funny
Stadium.
enough, I literally on the same day I drove past it. The day before I drove past it actually.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it was just looking empty, but interesting. I mean, I didn't know it was happening. But yeah, that's the top 5 trending hashtags in South Africa last week, and this is all the contribution of you guys. We have told you exactly what's contributing to this. Let's go and quickly touch on the people, the top earners.
The top
from last
earners,
week. Yeah,
the big boys.
The big boys. I'm gonna cover the top. What do you call this?
The top 2. You want to take the?
2.
Should I take the bottom 3?
Please take the bottom 3.
Okay, let me take the bottom 3.
Aye.
Number 5, we have CIC himself, Mr. Julius S. Malema, with 19,000 mentions and 825 million impressions.
Oh,
yeah, the numbers, Mvana. I think he's got the highest here, man.
Yeah,
this guy is super high.
Yeah,
this guy is super high.
He's in the clouds.
He's on some sativa stuff. And then number 2, it's his party at EFF South Africa with 20,000 mentions and 159 million impressions. Right?
Sure.
Not too bad. Not too
Yeah.
bad. At least he gets 2 payments, one on the business account and one on personal.
The other one is from Buyise.
Not the full one. He's going to get a share.
Oh, I share.
Pella, he's still the big boss.
Okay,
Zena
sure.
no Floyd, they must get more.
Hey, the contract no Floyd. Hey. He's a VBS homie.
Yeah. They're used to blowing these millions, billions.
Yeah.
And then number 3, we have at MDN News with 22,000 mentions and 247 million impressions.
Shout out to MDNS News. I mean, they also not new on here.
No.
And then out of number 2, he's been dethroned, this guy.
Finally. I guess
Finally.
bullshit of it.
Ngishilo,
But someone must dethrone
You
this
must
guy.
dethrone him, and finally somebody has dethroned him.
Yeah.
But at number 2, we got at Chris XL 102 with 26,000 mentions and 271 million impressions. And at number 1, brand new number 1 on Spaza Talk, we got at M_Blue J with 32,000 mentions and 114 million impressions. Shout out to M Blue J. I know he's been super active on Twitter and somehow
Shout out
coming
to
across
him,
his
man.
tweets. Yeah.
He's the instigator, ne?
Yeah, I don't think he's the instigator. He just shares news quite a lot.
No, I think he instigator. The handle is at Blue
Oh,
J.
yes.
Blue J.
Yeah, so shout out to M_Blue J for being our number 1 on the most mentioned on Spaza Talk for the first time. But yeah, we also talked about our ad of the week. So, I mean, should we talk about it now?
Yeah, Zooms, I think let's not touch a lot on the ad. I said let's not give it away. So it's ad of the week. It ends there. Well, just check it out. There's a link down below. Just check it out.
All right, yeah, definitely check out the ad. We'll put a link for you guys. But, Lebs, is there anything that we might have missed for the week? Because I'm seeing here, or from the notes from the director, that's everything.
I think there's one more thing from my side.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one, right?
Okay.
This is the last week of the 21-day photo challenge.
Yeah.
And I think the day that every South African should look forward to is #voting day, which is on the 29th.
Oh, yes.
So when you have those thumbs up, just put it up there, but have the coolest one, right? Guys, get creative here. Let's post the coolest thumb, and the coolest thumb will get something from
For
us.
sure, yeah. Not a normal little thumb.
No, not a normal.
Yeah.
No. Put it in the toilet. Something.
Make it a good picture because we need you guys to actually submit it on 21-day photo challenge.
Because brands are gonna buy that.
Oh, for sure,
brands
definitely.
are gonna buy that.
Voting day is a big day. News platforms overseas, locally, everywhere they're gonna be looking for amazing pictures actually about
those
voting
thumbs.
day. Yeah, for sure. And it's gonna be a topic for past when they announce who won and all those kind of things. So definitely take some nice pictures, submit them on Color Space, and also participate in the 21-day photo challenge. Otherwise, Mpinjami, that's everything for the week.
That's all, Mchana.
Alright, from Umshuti Wabashuti, Mr. 21-day photo challenge himself, it has been absolutely amazing. If you have not subscribed to the show, make sure that you subscribe. If you are listening on Spotify, make sure that you hit the follow button. Show us some love because we do this for you guys. And make sure if you haven't watched our guest episodes, you watch them too and actually give our love to our guests. He's amazing guests. We've got a more amazing guests coming up. But yeah, from me, I will check you guys next week. Peace.
Next week it is. Ciao.